going?
Good, how are you? Can you kind of describe where you were when you got the news your two-way would be converted to a standard contract, and was that expected prior to it happening?
Yeah, no, it was definitely a crazy feeling. I was just after a workout, I was in the hot tub, just on my phone, got a call from my agent, started talking, and I heard the news, and so I was extremely excited about it. For me, I just wanted to come in here and show what I'm able to do and work as hard as I can and play as hard as I can and see if the team saw some value in that. And I'm lucky that they did. So I'm excited to continue to move forward with the Pistons.
So we see your dad, Frank Garza, posting all about you on social media, and I love this man. But what does it mean to you to have your dad so closely a part of your journey?
It means a lot. He's been there every single step of the way. He taught me how to play basketball. He taught me how to shoot. He's worked with me, through the ups and downs of my career. Through college, really only missed like 5 games. He was there at home and on the road. So always having that there, being able to look in the crowd and see him, it provides that support. And, he knows the game. And so when I'm able to, look through film with him and talk to him on the phone about different things that are going on, it's really helpful because I'm still a guy who wants to learn as much as he can about the game from so many different people and all the coaches, and obviously having a dad who's a person like that I can go to and learn more about the game is incredible. And then having someone like that, remember after my sophomore year of college, I shot like 29% from 3, and my dad was the one who taught me how to shoot. So after the season, I went straight to my dad. I'm like, hey, we got to fix this. I can't be shooting like that. I'm a better shooter than that percentage shows. And through the rest of my career, I was a high-level three-point shooter, and that's because we had a really great summer going into my junior year.
Learning how to shoot is a tough transition for a lot of big men. For you, what do you think eased that transition? I assume you probably already have some shooting touch.
Yeah, I've been shooting since I was a little kid. I started out when I was playing, I was more of a jump shooter than I was a post player. And then I got bigger, and I was able to find a lot of success in the post. But I was always able to shoot. I shot threes in high school, and I shot 50% my senior year in high school from 3. So I've always been a three-point shooter. It's always been part of my game. I think just especially in different on different teams, the most effective way for our team to score was me being on the block, and I agreed. And I love playing on the block, and I knew when I created so much double teams, triple teams, that helped our team because I get the ball out to our shooters, and that's the same thing that happened at Iowa. So for me, it's not really a transition. It's just kind of always been in my game, always been something I had. I could outshoot pretty much, always outshoot anybody on the team. In my opinion, I had that confidence in my jump shot. So, for me, it was just now I'm kind of leaning on that more so than I have in the past. But no, it's definitely a part of my game I'm very confident about.
When you were having the success you had in college, and then reading or hearing about the doubts that some of the skeptics would have about how you transition to the NBA, did you have any of those doubts? And if so, what has happened over the course of the summer to give you even more confidence that you will be able to transition?
Yeah, for me it was something I was used to. It was the same thing that happened to me in high school. I was doing good on the circuit, playing well, playing well in different camps, but people didn't see me transitioning to a high major level very well. So, I was really used to it, and I knew it was going to happen. I expected it, and for me, it just provided me a lot more motivation to work and continue to work. And for me, I didn't know, what my transition to the NBA would be. For me, I wasn't really worried about it. And, I never really thought I'd be in this position. So, I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity that's ahead of me and do whatever I can to be successful.
Is upgrading the contract to a standard contract with the main roster, is that kind of validation for the hard work that you put in, not necessarily in college, but just since the draft, that they show faith in you, you put in the hard work, and that doesn't always pay off. Guys work hard in the league, but you see the tangible result of that with what you've done.
Yeah, absolutely. It shows that I've been able to show myself as a guy who's you could see transitioning into the NBA more so than you could see before, with losing the weight, with becoming a little bit quicker, and with growing and learning on the defensive end, and continue to show and adapt that, hey, I can score in a lot of different ways. I don't always have to be on the post. You know, you can put me in a lot of different situations, and so that, you know, saying, oh, he posts up, he won't be able to play in the NBA. It's like I can do more than that, and still be able to do that. So, you know, I think that it definitely is a little validation, but for me, I'm never comfortable. I'm always someone who's reaching towards something next, and I still feel like there's still a lot of doubters out there. There's still people who are going to talk down on me and what I can be able to do. So I'm always out to prove people wrong, and I'm still going to do that.
Is Kelly Olynyk someone you can learn from, just as far as obviously having, you know, some similar strengths on offense, but also he had the same question marks still against the league on defense, and here he is, year 8 or 9, he's been a really effective player.
Absolutely, and going against him in practice has been so helpful for me, and you know, workouts and different things like that. Just being able to learn from him, his footwork, his skill, his ability to be crafty around the rim, and what he does to be so effective. You know, he's a guy, and you know, I was watching a lot of film on before I even knew he was coming to the Pistons. He's a guy I look up to. So for sure, watching what he's been able to do and watching what he continues to do, and so it's definitely something throughout the course of the year. He's going to be a guy I ask advice from and different things like that, because I want to be in his position 9 years from now.
Thanks, Luka. Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.